Yo, in today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and bizarre TikToks that will make you question reality. I know my video might look a little different today. It's because I forgot my camera in the car, and yeah, so I'm using the iPhone right now. Hopefully it looks nice.
What's going on
What's
here?
going on here, America? Can
Two
somebody please
suns.
explain this one? Look like Nibiru on the move, don't it? Show do. If you know, you really know. Y'all see it? Can't make this up, huh? Someone explain this. Drop it in the comments. What's going on right now? If you know, you know. If you don't, catch up. Stay woke.
Come on. Big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
I'll wait. Someone explain this. Drop it in the comments. What's going on right now? If you know, you know. If you don't, catch up.
Ramo can't make this up.
Not gonna lie, I really didn't see it in that video, but I am going to be releasing another video either today or tomorrow, and it's going to have all the footage that I found of Nibiru or two suns or two things or whatever it may be floating up there. So I'm gonna put out that video. It's a lot of footage too, a lot of footage. Hold on, let me read this. Truth about virtual reality. Virtual reality poses a serious threat to reality. We kind of already knew that. We have witnessed how quickly phones and other technologies consume our time from the real world. Can you imagine using a device that may present you with a false reality, diverting your attention from the real world and the power of God? Yo, VR is going to be like, honestly, the VR that's coming is going to make this world seem like this world's VR. That's what I feel like. It's going to be so real, you're going to think that this world ain't even real.
This is a part of one of Dr. York's publications, and when you're talking about the detrimental robotoids, the day rolls, were grafted out of the tay rolls. So these are day rolls. So this is where you get the whole concept of the pigs were grafted out of these beings right here. When you're talking about Yakub, because when you understand the inception of Caucasians and things of that nature, not to be intrusive or cynical, but they're basically a genetic anomaly. They don't have an homogeneous origin. So you got some that came from the Canaanite bloodline, right? Then you got some that was grafted on Mars, on Lamu. Then you got some that was basically grafted out of these beings right here. So these are the Deirus, like I said, detrimental robotoids, to where these are diseased beings, and they have different diseases like trichinosis and things of that nature. So that's why the pig was grafted out of this being right here, because it's also connected to the Canaanite bloodline, which is the fourth seed of the Girgashite. The Girgashite is connected to the detrimental robotoid, the Deiru, these beings right here. So that's why you're not supposed to eat pork, because when you're basically eating pork, you're basically eating a human, so to speak. So these are the Tayro. The Tayro basically are security guards and police officers. They police these beings right here because these beings was grafted out of the pale version of these. So this is where you get the concept of the movie Coneheads, right?
That somewhat makes sense, because isn't like a pig one of the only animals that we can use their organs and like transport them with ours and they'll still work? There's got to be some type of connection there. chemtrails everywhere. What's the point? Y'all let me know. What do y'all think the point of chemtrails are? They're not contrails, so don't even put that in my comments. I think it's to block the sky, block the sun, block anything else that's up there. We get our downloads from the sun, so I think it also is destroying us as a people, destroying the world, the earth, laying heavy metals everywhere. There's probably viruses and everything getting sprayed out of these planes.
Did you know that eating processed food is kind of like a spell because now it has mind control over you? Oh, you think it's a game, don't you? Roll the clip.
Finally, Professor Batham wants to know if eating a high ultra-processed food diet has affected my brain. We've repeated the scan from a month ago to compare the results.
Blue is how areas of your brain talk to each other before the diet. And the red are the new functional connections in your brain after 4 weeks on the diet. So everything that's red is a new connection between parts of your brain that wasn't there before.
Comparing these scans has revealed that my diet has linked up the reward centers of my brain with the areas that drive repetitive automatic behavior. So eating ultra-processed food has become something my brain simply tells me to do without me even wanting it.
No wonder my kids be wanting chips and stuff all the time, man. You're not getting that stuff. Stay away from the chips and the candy. Man, that stuff is like addicting and it's just bad for you. Now, eating processed food is actually taking over your brain, making you do things that you wouldn't normally do. How is that not a drug?
Now y'all can't tell me listening to that spiritually, watching it with y'all third eye, that didn't sound like a spell. Let me break it down. See, when we eat junk food, the reward centers within our brain activate and release a chemical called dopamine. And dopamine is the chemical that's inside of your brain that basically makes you do everything. If a substance can tap into your brain and make you do something that you have no control over, that's a spell. We gotta remember, everything's starting to spiritual. Let me know in the comments, do y'all think when y'all eat fast food it puts y'all under a spiritual spell, or is food just food? Comment below. Like and follow for more wisdom, and follow me on YouTube if y'all want exclusive content. And this video is for entertainment purposes only.
Man, food is a drug, one of the worst drugs that you can get addicted to.
Well, what's going on here, America?
No way.
Looks like District 9 in real life, don't it?
I swear.
UFO
Y'all seen
spotted
District
in
9?
Russia, somewhere in the mountains. Sure is looking like something off a movie, don't it?
So, I got this point here, right? The Earth is so big, so vast, right? It's like if there was a UFO, I don't care how big it is, not that many people are going to see it. You can go to a big, stupid UFO could just land somewhere in the desert, right? They could have a little remote base over there. People would not see it. They could be doing their own thing on this world, and we wouldn't have no business with them, because there's so much land and so much of this world that we don't even use or explore any of that stuff. And man, they could be doing all of that.
Please leave a comment below on what you think about this video.
Because everyone always thinks this, right? They think that, the big mothership is just going to stop over New York City or Chicago or LA or London or whatever huge city, right? I don't think that's going to be the case. This huge Earth, that's this one UFO, yeah, it's big, but it's not that big, is going to come right over the most populated place in the world. If you went to a place where you were not from and there's a whole different type of people there, would you just land on their main place like they ain't never seen you before? No, you're going to try to sneak around a little bit, peep the scene, see what's going on.
Technology?
Come on, big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
I don't think it's CGI, in my opinion.
Ramu can't make this up.
There's also a conspiracy theory about a movie that came out recently too.
What movie?
The Sound of Freedom. That whole thing is trying to give awareness about child trafficking, right? There's theories. Everyone who's gone into movies to watch it, the movie theaters have teamed
They
up.
stopped it.
Yeah, trying not to sell tickets, trying not for people to watch it.
Yeah.
I've seen one where it's like, oh, the person tries to buy tickets. They said it's fully sold out. Goes in the movie theater, nobody there.
There's no one in here. And then
What?
it said that they were sold out.
They don't want
Another
nobody
one,
to see
the
this
guy
movie.
comes in, he's like, oh, we have to download the movie. It's gonna take an hour. We can give you your movie back. Like, you guys can walk out. Fam,
They're like
that
trying to-
never happens.
They're trying to stop them from watching it.
Exactly. And the two main ones have been doing, turn off the AC so it's hot as hell in
Oh,
there.
word.
And then
Just to let you guys know again, it is gonna get hot. It is gonna be like a Doctor Who movie.
So why should only this one though, not all the other ones?
the movies usually,
Yeah,
dim
yeah.
the lights when it goes on. The lights stay on the whole time. And people complain.
So they don't want to stay there and watch the whole thing. There's a deeper conspiracy onto that.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Pull when they're actually the opposite, causing confusion and embarrassment to the user.
I just absolutely love this creator's brain. She just I'm obsessed with her. Watch her video and she talks about Norman doors, right? Where, we all went to that door where we pushed and we should have pulled, or pulled and we should have pushed, you know what I'm saying? And she said that it's just bad engineering. But you know me, being a spiritualist and being a conspiracy theorist that I am, I don't think that was an accidental design. I think the bad design is a purposeful design. Psychological warfare is all around us, even in the things that we think are mundane and small. And I do believe it's to keep us in a state of confusion and frustration, always questioning ourselves. And as long as we're in that state continuously, it's hard for us to ascend. And you can't convince me that Washington, D.C. streets don't do the same, as well as Common Core math. What other bad designs have you noticed? I want to hear your thoughts.
Everything. This is everywhere. It's like they literally blanketing the sky.
Now check
Once
this
you
out.
know, you know.
I figured out this part. This movie's very psychological. There's a lot of
So, I don't know if there's any spoilers in this, but I haven't seen this movie yet, and I want to go see this movie. Not go see it. I want to go in the living room and go see it because I think it's on like Netflix or something. But I want to watch this movie. There's so many people talking about this movie right now. It's crazy because I think it just lines up with what the news has been telling us, and it's trying to scare people or basically let people know what's about to happen. So, yeah, I want to see this.
hidden messages. This is a big, beautiful house, right? Now read the name on the door. The door, it says Thorns, right? Thorns. The glass is broken. Notice that it's a red door too. I don't know if y'all know what that means, right? Right? That means low vibration. Now check this out. She's in somebody's big house, eating up their food. So they're saying this world is somebody's house. Pay attention to that. There's a picture of a melanated family. Look, right there. Woo! In the living room. And she's what? Trespassing. So they're saying what? She's trespassing in their house. The house is symbolic for the world, guys.
That part. Follow me for more.
Yeah.
Follow me for more.
That part.
Begins. New York City will be the first city in America to charge Americans just to go to work in the morning.
Very first state.
What? What in the China is going on in America? They charging you to drive to work? Now that's crazy, man.
The nation, the very first city in America to have a congestion pricing plan.
Americans will have to pay around $23 per day.
Passenger vehicles would be charged $15 to enter the congestion zone, trucks between $24 and $36 depending on size, and motorcycles $7.50. Those tolls would be charged once per day and would be in effect between 5 a.m. and 9 p.m. on weekdays and 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. on weekends.
Y'all, have y'all seen that Netflix movie, Leave the World Behind?
See, it's another one.
Y'all gotta watch that. Just came out on Netflix. Yo, they just showed y'all everything that's gonna happen.
Well, we about to go watch that. I'm not gonna listen to her because I need to watch this, so I don't need no more spoilers.
They don't like human beings. In their history, in their teachings, the Andromedans say that they were taught that this universe was here for them, that they were left here and told it was theirs to rule. But when they started traveling, they ran across other races, and they were able to conquer many of those races. And how they've conquered those races was through genetic altering. Now, our government, the United States government, the world government, the New World, whatever you want to call it, wants to implant everybody.
Do you think what he is saying sounds credible or just a bunch of lies made for entertainment? Mind you, this was filmed in the 90s, and it has been almost 30 years since this was filmed. Put your idea in the comments below if this sounds credible or not. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Extraterrestrials, they can't be bothered with that stuff. Those are toys. That's not permanent. You can always lose the hand. It can always burn out. You can always die. In extraterrestrials, they don't value gold or silver. They value genetics. So what they do is they will come in, conquer a race, and genetically alter it. And it is the genetics that they put inside these races that alters their frequency, their sound, their thought, everything about them. Apparently the Greys were much more human-looking at one time. They, as a race, were captured approximately 893,000 years ago. According to Mornay, the first thing they did was they slaughtered almost all of the women.
As always, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please go do your own research, form your own opinion. As always, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please go do your own research, form your own opinions. Nothing I'm saying is real. And let's get into this. So, if you've ever wondered what the world would have looked like if these evil British Empire wouldn't have infiltrated our indigenous world, let's actually look at it.
Like the surrounding islands, North Sentinel is home to an indigenous people aptly named the Sentinelese. They are a Negrito people, a dark-skinned group that are some of the first people to arrive.
Here is another scarcely contacted tribe in the same region, and it speaks for itself. These people were attempted to be colonized by the British, but the British were unsuccessful, so they have been formally colonized by 0 countries. And it is said that the people of this land were also hostile, as well as their environment being extremely humid, tropical, and just uninhabitable for the colonizers. Also, they didn't have any resources that the colonizers deemed valuable, such as gold and silver and copper, so they never really colonized them. The first documented contact by the British with this indigenous tribe was in the 1880s, in which they ended up kidnapping a few members of their tribe, the elderly couple as well as some children. The elderly couple and the children were being observed and studied by the colonizers. They were actually taken from the Sentinel Island to the Andaman base in the Andaman Islands, and like I said, they were being studied, they were being observed, pictures of their genitalia was being taken, just a whole bunch of weird stuff. But nothing's weird with these invaders. The elderly couple ended up dying from foreign sickness, and the children were sent back sick as well to the Sentinel Island. It is reported that the Sentinel people have obviously made documents of these invaders and are now hostile to them because you are literally, what's the word I'm looking for? Parasitic. You come with death, you come with sickness, you come with disease, you come with.
Speaking of that part right there, she didn't tell the full story. Those kids that they were observing or whatever, right? They sent them back because the elderly couple got sick and died, and they started tripping out. They're like, yo, yo. So they sent the kids back to the island, and a lot of people on the island got sick and died too. So they're like, we're not messing with these people. It's crazy.
Just the inability to mend with nature. There was a second contact in the 70s by the Indian government this time, and it was unsuccessful due to the previous attempt in kidnapping of their people. So when you hear about the American journalist that went over there, he got unalived for trying to push Christianity onto those people, and
That's
they
his
were not
fault.
going for it because they don't need your religion, they don't need the word of your God, they don't need any of that stuff. They've been working just fine for hundreds of thousands of years. You can see a full circle moment how this has been the same song, same dance for the whole thing. These people have been colonized. The people of India have been colonized, the mainland. Not this
Mm-hmm.
picture and this picture right here, but all these other pictures are deemed as the indigenous tribes of India. They don't look anything like the indigenous tribes that have not been colonized by any foreign superpower. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Post reveals
What y'all think in the comments section, right? What's crazy is that there were more islands over there, right? With more people that lived over there. And those people have basically just been wiped off. The islands is empty. They killed them all, basically, you know? And this one island, or, you know, it might be more than just one at the, right now, but they were the ones that weren't. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Oh, no. What the heck?
What's going on
What's
here?
going on here, America? We got that Joker face again next to the moon. Check this out. Ooh, wee. Big shout out to Beyond Earth. Wait for it. Straight Joker face next to the moon, looking like Scream. Pay close attention.
See it now. Shit, girl, you scared me.
Yes, indeed.
Look, Coco, it's there again. Look. You see it, Mama?
Y'all see that Joker face? Come on, get troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
Y'all see it? I kind of see it. I think it's on the right side.
It's real
Yeah.
foggy up here, though. What's today's date, baby? It's 5:31 a.m. I was been up since 2. December 7th, 5:31 in the morning. Still there. Sighting number, I think this is 10.
Yeah.
10 or
Dang.
11. I gotta look at the playlist.
And I'm tired of y'all talking about this CGI technology.
Please.
Talking about this AI app or something. Y'all see this shit. Come on now. Wake up. Leave a comment below. Oh, wait.
That's crazy.
We got y'all last TikTok.
I see it too now.
An unrelenting stream of immigration. Non-stop. Non-stop. Folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America, from then and on, will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength. An unrelenting stream of immigration.
What's going on here?
Whoa. What we got going on here for real?
It's the return of the Most High. Red Sea's blood. She is a biblical event. Living in revelations, y'all. Prepare yourself. Y'all stay woke out there. Stay meditated. Stay.
We living in the last days. Revelations is here. Prepare yourselves. The old world is ending and the new earth is forming. Are you ready for the shift?
Come on, big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments. Ramu can't make this up.
Two suns. Man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That Red Sea is a little bit trippy. Imagine going outside and all the rain is red. What are you gonna automatically think? Think the world's coming to an end or something, right? I don't know what I would think. But yeah, these are some of the most creepy and bizarre TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.